Hey, how's it going out there? This is Two Birds on the show. I'm DeeTer. That's my buddy Ricky.
Yo.
We talk about Philly sports and craft beer. So not too much Philly sports going on, but we'll talk about some other sports and such.
We're in the the lean season, as they say. Well, we got big time right now. I mean, we got the NHL finals. Game 6 tomorrow night. The NBA finals just ended. We got the fighting Phils.
I'm surprised the Oilers picked it up a little bit, make it a little bit of a match, somewhat.
Yeah. It's good to see a decent series turn into a decent series. I still think Florida closes it out tomorrow, but who knows? Maybe they force it to a game 7.
And Celtics, man, they just dominated.
I said it from the beginning of the year. If you watch our show, I said this: you're watching the beginning of a dynasty. Unfortunately, because fuck the Celtics, man. They're like the the Cowboys or the fucking Mets or all the teams like the Penguins.
They're a rival team. That is for sure. That is for sure. My buddy Jeff, he's going to be up in Boston this weekend, hitting up Trillium, Treehouse.
Nice.
I guess I'll see that Celtics parade, even though he probably don't want to, but he's going to see it, dude. There's going to probably be a lot of people out there, man.
Is Jeff a big Philly sports fan?
Yeah, he's a Philadelphia guy, man.
Is he going to rock his Philly gear up there?
I don't know if he wants to get his ass kicked or anything like that.
What do you mean get his ass kicked? I went up there and we went to Boston like a month after the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and I rocked my Eagles gear every day. I don't give a fuck them, man. I ain't worried about these Boston motherfuckers. Like, you think the Philly crew? Oh, come on now.
I'm a 4-4 guy. 4-4
nice.
Guy. All right. There you are, Jeff. Here we go. Greg, howdy. How's it going?
Yo, what up, big kid?
Is a new guy to the podcast. My buddy Corey. What's up, Corey?
What's up, Corey? Also, what was I gonna say? What if anybody that's watching, give a shout out whatever you're drinking or imbibing with. It's always good to know. Like, I feel like we're all hanging out, partying together. So give a shout out if you are. What are you drinking, DeeTer?
So I'm starting off the night with Boat Dock. It's only a mere 9.6.
Is that it?
Light little beer.
Nice little session beer.
Yeah, nice little session beer.
Nice.
Beautiful fucking beer, though, man. I had it the other night. So good. Wheat, oats. Let's see what I can't really see too much of the hop profile, but I know it's got to have Citra, and it's a beautiful friggin' beer, man.
That's a nice beer.
That whatever hops are using definitely hides that alcohol, man, because for this being a 9.6, it don't taste it.
Well, and I was going to say, Neutral ain't scared to push the boundaries of ABB, dude. They'll put out 9%ers like it's nothing,
Jeff got it. Sierra Nevada Porter. Dom ordered it from the brewery in California.
Oh, nice.
I don't see it distributed this much. That's pretty cool. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Dom's been getting really good beer at his liquor store in Philly, man. And he's been they don't get like extravagant stuff, but they'll get like the one-offs by Sierra Nevada and stuff like that. Yeah, what's the other one? Half Acre is getting a lot of stuff by them too, man. Pretty cool.
And they're what? Chicago Half Acre?
Chicago is Half Acre. Greg, Delta 9. There you go,
Greg. I got my Delta 9 right here with you, kid. Right there with you, big boy.
There we go. Corey said he'll join the show next week because I wanted him to come on to talk about a little bit of wrestling. I was trying to get some wrestling fans on, and I know Corey's really big on wrestling and sports, man. He's an awesome dude.
That's awesome. Well, I look forward to having you on the show, Corey. I watch, I find myself anymore, like it's on Facebook a lot and like different. I watch a lot of the old school wrestling matches that I grew up with. Like I watch a lot of old NWA with Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen, and a lot of old school WWF with, Hogan and Rowdy Roddy and Andre. And
Once I get a few beers in me, I'll go on YouTube and I'll look at different stuff and everything. And I found a video of Scott Hall when he was WWE. It was like, Razor Ramon, you're getting big, right?
Yeah.
And he wrestled a young guy. What was it? Not one of the Hardys, not Matt Hardy, but his brother. I can't think of his name right now. It's killing me. Jeff Hardy. He wrestled Jeff Hardy, and he beat the living shit out of this dude. He beat him up so bad, and this is before, he was Jeff Hardy, the rocker, always like, with the face paint and everything. He was just this like, jobber, coming into the business. And dude, Scott Hall destroyed him. And now you see like Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. They're like two of like legendary tag team partners. The two brothers, man. And
didn't Scott Hall die recently?
Yeah, about a year or two ago.
That's a shame, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I would say probably about 2 years ago.
Was it that long ago? I thought it was more recent.
But man, he was such a good fucking dude. Awesome wrestler. He wrestled in WWE and he wrestled in WCW. And him and Kevin Nash started up the NWO in WCW, man. And like, it was just a presence, dude. And I tell you what, man, I watched that match and I thought like, wow, he was going to kill Jeff Hardy. And it was so funny because one of my coworkers, shout out to Clinton, good guy. Always watches the show. Hope you're watching tonight too, buddy. He's like, man, I never seen that match before. And I was like, yeah, I didn't either, man. That's why I posted it up. I thought it was incredible. But it is. Yeah, it's so neat to see, like, because these guys used to wrestle over Japan. You know what I mean? Then when they started up, they didn't have their name that they have now. You know what I mean? They had to make that personality, that presence.
Dude, I watched it. Not to interrupt, I watched a match in Japan. I think it was last week, dude, and it was like fucking. Oh, it was Hogan and Hawk from the Road Warriors. I think before the Road Warriors against the Great Muta and somebody else in a tag match, and it was a fucking great match. But I mean, you couldn't believe it. So, these superstars, because I think that back then they must have gone over to Japan early in their career to kind of get a footing. People, I talk about it too. The greatest WrestleMania when Hogan slammed the Giant, I think it was WrestleMania 3. But Hogan wrestled the Giant over in Japan and slammed him there and beat him there like years before that.
I just watched the documentary on AMC, and they do a lot of wrestling documentaries of legends in the past.
Yeah.
And it was Hulk Hogan versus Andre Giant. And it was such a cool thing, you know what I mean? Like, because they were close friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Andre Giant is with Bobby the Brain Heenan, you know what I mean? The best manager of all time.
It was almost like the passing of the torch, because for a long time, Andre was the main event, and everybody went to see him, and he was the man. And then Hogan came along and slowly built up his name. And then when he became big, WrestleMania 3, they're like, okay, this is kind of the passing of the torch.
Hogan was so nervous that whole beginning, like before that match, because he didn't know how it was going to go.
Yeah.
It was up to Andre Giant to make the call.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he said that Andre the Giant was sitting there drinking Crown Royal. Like nothing, dude. Just bottles of Crown Royal. He was giving shots at Hogan, and Hogan was like dumping it off to the side.
Yeah.
like I can't keep up with this.
Yeah.
And he knew like Andre the Giant had a bad back and everything, and he was worried about the match. And then when they wrestled, everything happened. Andre the Giant goes, give me the slam. Give me that slam. And he fucking picked him up and slammed him. And that was it, man. That was it. That was like the passing of the torch, like you said. And that was just a miraculous moment, dude. Like you would never think like Hulk Hogan could pick up Andre the Giant and slam him like that.
What's crazy though is years before that he did in Japan. I think I posted it on Rick's Rants. If you go after on Facebook, if you get a chance, I think I posted it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. And they were a lot younger in that one too. Real quick, I'm drinking
3 years back and forth. They wrestled back and forth and everything. What are you drinking there, buddy? I'm sorry, cut you off.
That's all right. I got a little Friedens. It's called Weka. It's all Matsueka.
Very nice.
Fantastic nose. A ton of like a ton of lime on the nose. Almost like you're drinking smelling a mojito.
Let's get a look at that beer, buddy. Oh God, that's a beauty right there,
dude.
That's what you want, man.
Lemon, lime, some passion fruit. That's fucking fantastic. I like the Matsueka hop a lot. That's fucking awesome. And it's about 7%, I think. Sorry,
man, that's a nice little drink there.
You know, I wish most of my beers were 7%. Oh. So yeah, I love watching the old school wrestling, and I feel like as my boys start to get a little bit older, I can already tell because they love wrestling. It's like each other and with me. I feel like they're going to probably be getting into wrestling soon, so I'll probably be getting back into it after a hiatus. Listen, I was a huge wrestling guy, you know, all the way up until I want to say early 90s, maybe 93, 94. And then I've been on a break really for like 30 years almost. I mean, I'll see, you know, little clips here and there and I'll take a little notice, but I haven't followed it since like the early 90s. So I think my boys are going to start to probably get into it soon. So I'll get back into it.
Yeah, I would say like the guys at work and the guys I hang out with, they got me back into it. But it was a little bit of a break. I used to watch it in high school. I had good friends that watched it. And in college, we loved it at college. And then in the Navy, I think I watched a little bit more UFC, a little bit mixed martial arts a little bit. And then took a little bit of break. But these past couple of years, I got back into professional wrestling, watching it. And I love it, man. And I really like it. I like the competition between WWE and AEW. And that's why I named this show, WWE versus AEW, because it's two different worlds. You know what I mean?
Is it like their competition between each other? Is it like an outward rivalry? Like, you know what I mean? Where they're shit talking and those two leagues don't like each other? Well, I remember back in the day when you had WWF and NWA, they didn't really talk about each other. You knew they were both there. You knew WWF was a little bigger, but there was never really any outwardly talk of a rivalry.
Well, Triple H runs WWE now, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and he said, like the top guy at AEW, Will Ospreay, he said like he's getting pushed up. He didn't make his dues, this and that. Well, meanwhile, Will Ospreay, he wrestled in professional wrestling in Japan, dude. He wrestled he's from England, wrestled in Japan, and wrestled a lot of good guys in AEW. And AEW brought him in. And now he's like the center face of AEW. Nice. And AEW, like we said before, it's like the ECW, the W. It's the younger brother of
like WCW kind of was too back in the day a little bit,
right? A little bit more bloody, a little bit more cursing. It's not more like kids wrestling or WWE,
more adult wrestling,
right? And they're really putting out really good wrestling. There is a lot of good stuff, dude. And like you see like mixed matching of people leaving WWE, going to AEW, and people leaving AEW, going to WWE. And that's what you need. Like it shouldn't be a monopoly. You know what I mean? There should be, you know what I mean? Like these guys work hard. They put their bodies on the line. It should be that, hey man, I'm not making the money I need here. I could go here and make the money.
Yeah. Listen, kind of be, like free agency in sports, get a chance to kind of jump around.
Yeah, I love it, man. And then there's also a TNA Impact, and I was never a big Impact guy. It's a bit different, but it's starting to grow up now, man. Like a lot of guys that didn't find their footing in AEW or WWE now are in TNA, So it's pretty cool, man.
DNA, baby.
It's neat to see, dude. But yeah, man, I love sports. Love craft beer, and I feel like,
Cheers,
professional wrestling, it has their, their footing in our podcast. I feel like that's like,
and it's definitely a sport, and anybody that says it isn't is crazy. I mean, you think these guys don't put their bodies on the line? Just because something's scripted doesn't mean it's not real athletically. I mean, guys get busted up and fucked up all the time. I mean, and always have been. It's a tough ass fucking sport, you know?
Well, you look at Pat McAfee, right? He's doing his ESPN show and everything, and yet he's at WWE doing announcing there. See, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you have these professional, sports people in football or MMA, and if they don't make it there, you're going to go into professional wrestling, dude. And it's such a great entertainment. I love it, man. I can't say enough about it.
And speaking of it, on kind of on the same note, I want to say this too. I mean, you see some guys all throughout history. I mean, Hogan did it back in the day. Have kind of crossed over and gone into the, whether it be the acting world or the movie. And I'll tell you this: I don't think anybody has done it as good as The Rock. I mean, this dude transcends, everything he touches turns to gold. Now, I remember Hogan did like No Holds Barred with Zeus. But I feel like The Rock, it's Cena a little bit. Cena's starting to pop around and different stuff too, which is cool.
Batista.
Yeah, he was a huge part of Guardians of the Galaxy. One of my favorite characters ever.
Yeah, I mean,
Batista's in a lot of movies, but he's a lot of B movies too. But I love fucking B movies, dude. I do.
I do too, man.
I do, dude. I love cheesy fucking, predictable movie. I do. I mean, it's one of my guilty pleasures, dude. Dude, I'll be honest. I was early on when it first came out, all about when Sharknado hit. I'm telling you, got to check this out. It's so cheesy and corny, but it's so cool.
All right.
How's that 9.6 beer treating you?
So good, dude. I really like New Trail, man. That's a banger right there, man. Boat Doc. There you go.
Real quick, I love the shirt. Thanks for giving me one the other day. I was going to wear it tonight, but it's in the wash. I wore it the other day. That is a great anybody should order these. That's a dope ass shirt, man. I'll be wearing that a lot.
Awesome. Yeah, I had a good night. Good night tonight. Before the show, me and Jeff, we hit up Cinder Bar.
Nice.
What's it? Clarksburg?
You went to the Clark next to Death of the Fox?
Yeah. Right.
Nice.
And they had a happy hour, margarita pizza for like $8 and cheesesteak egg rolls for $8. So yeah, we're eating and talking about craft beer. I'm drinking on Lunch by Maine Brewery. Yeah, and he's drinking on Icarus. Oh man, what was it? Some like Jeff, you're out there
drinking crayons or something.
No, it was like some kind of stout, man. It was fucking awesome stout, dude.
Real quick, not to interrupt. Did you see too? Icarus just opened their new joint, their new brewery space. I got invited. I got 2 invites for their opening. I can write them in if you want to go. I'm not driving, but I got an industry invite. If you want to go,
if you want to go, I'll drive, man. I'll drive. We go up there.
Because I was gonna say I'll probably have a couple.
What I'm getting to is like the dude that was playing music at the Cinder Bar is this guy Joe Grasso.
I know Joe Grasso. Used to work for Swedesboro, but he used to be my rep. I know Joe. Joe's one of my good buddies in the beer world. Shout out to Joe.
Awesome fucking musician, man.
Yes, awesome. He is, dude. Cool motherfucker too, dude. He's a cool dude. Right.
And he's like, yeah, I used to work at Swedesboro. I was talking about the podcast. He goes, I know Ricky. He's like, you guys want to do a podcast at Swedesboro Brewery? Let them know. We could do, set you up or whatever.
Well, and you see, they just opened their new spot in Collingswood, the Raccoon Room. So they got 2 now. And that I'm going to go check that joint out. That was cool. And it's not far from Reunion Hall. We can make a whole day of it.
That'd be awesome. So we're sitting at the bar. We had a few beers, and then we went over to Death of the Fox because you have to. Death of the Fox, amazing coffee beers. If you like coffee stouts or any like their coffee is amazing, and the beer that they make with the coffee is amazing.
Listen, I can't say enough about Death of Fox and how big a fan. I can't believe they're not bigger than they are right now. They are. They just opened a new coffee spot in Glassboro, which is awesome. I've been several times.
Oh shit, that's cool.
I was talking to the wife of the owner the other day when I was there, telling her how I did a beer review from Death of the Fox on Rick's Beer Adventures on YouTube and Instagram. Listen, Death of the Fox is only going. Their coffee is fucking next level, number one, and their beers are. I just brought in a keg of Breakfast of Champions. Their cinnamon toast pale ale to my joints. I can't wait to try. Death of the Fox puts out great stuff.
Had two of them. Had two of the cinnamon pale ales.
Oh, it's so good.
So good. We had the maple coffee stout. Phenomenal, man.
Yeah, boy. Listen, I'm with you, kid. I'm a huge fan.
If you go to Cinnabar and not go to Death of the Fox, you're shooting yourself in the foot there, man.
Yeah, for real.
It's like, but yeah, it's a good 1-2 combination.
Yeah, I cannot say I'm a huge fan of Death of the Fox Brewery of beer and coffee. So shout out to them. Shout out to my new rep from them, actually, Dylan, young kid, brand new in the game. Shout out, kid, doing a great job. I just brought their keg in. I can't wait to bring in more. And and like I said, if you get a chance, the coffee shop from Death of the Fox that opened in Glassboro got some great fucking coffee drinks over there.
But yeah, man, it was. I think Cinnabar had like on Thursday $2 off Jersey beers.
Nice.
Can't get wrong with that, man. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Promote Jersey beer.
Always.
BrewersandNJ.com.
BrewersandNJ.com, great site. Also, Two Birds, One Show. DeeTer especially is always rocking Jersey beers. I do too. It's just like my treehouse.
Yeah, I'm about ready for another beer. How about you, man?
Boy, you ain't fucking around tonight, kid. The kid.
Let's see what I got here. Let's see. Oh, shit. Yeah, all right.
What you got, boy?
The Jersey beer. I did the Jersey beer, so now I'm going to go G is for green.
Nice. Little other half.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked, man. Jeff's going up the treehouse this weekend.
Nice.
Getting a case, man. And shout out to my brother for being on a diet. He's only drinking seltzers. So that means more treehouse for me.
Word up, cuz. Good luck, Robbie. I'll tell you what, I need to get on a little bit. I got my beer belly. Let's start doing some jogging or something, man, or getting back on the basketball courts. Some dad bod in full effect, kid.
He does that keto diet, no carbs or
yeah, that's hard to do too.
Dude, I can't do no pizza. No pizza, no beer. I can't do no beer.
Are you kidding me? I mean, I love pizza and all, but don't take my beer from me. What is it?
What part of Jersey is other half from that? Well, that's a good question.
I wasn't going to say nothing. Because I knew you probably had a few before you got on the show, and you said, I'm like, I ain't going to break his balls. You're like, I just had my Jersey beer. I'm like,
I said had the Jersey beer. Now I'm on a New York beer. All right.
You didn't have a Jersey beer yet. You didn't have a Jersey beer yet.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't. That was that was new. That was PA too. Hey,
that's what I love it, dude. These are the best shows.
Whoa, I did promote Death of the Fox.
There we go. And Cinnabar.
And Cinnabar. Don't be so judgmental there, Jeff.
I'm just joking. I know. I only said something because Jeff said something. I was like, when you first said it, I'm like, I don't want to say anything. But then once Jeff said something, I was like, all right. He picked up on it. Hey, look, dude, it's all in love, dude. It's all in good love, kid.
God damn it. Yeah, I don't have any Jersey beers down there.
I don't know if I have any. No, I do. I have a Chimney Rustic Ale. Ironworks.
That's pretty good, man. I heard that the what was that cerveza you had last time was really good.
Dude, it was I've been waiting for my fucking Chimney. If you're watching, I don't know if he does. Hit me up, dude. I'm looking to bring that fucking beer in. I'm not gonna, search him out, but dude, hit me back up. He brought me some samples a couple weeks ago, and that was one of them. And that fucking Especial Mexican lager was fucking banging.
There we go. There's Jeff. There, look, promoting Jersey beers. We need more Twin Elephant down these parts.
Amen.
Indeed. Speaking the truth.
We need more conclave in these parts too, in liquor stores, please. DeeTer's always raving to me about them. I only had them a couple times. I don't need to drink them.
Does say Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, what's on the other side?
There he is.
Yeah,
there's the
baby.
guy. Messi. Thanks for a glance, brother.
Oh,
Thank
please.
so
That's
much,
the least
man.
I could do. Dude, you hooked me up with so much shit, dude. You give me that cool ass fucking t-shirt, dude. Just listen. I owe you some beers. I gotta drop some beers off at your house sometime soon. You hook me up all the time, brother. You know, you always stop my place and my work and, you know, with the t-shirts and the hats and shit. So I got to hook you up some beers.
I love hanging out with you, man. I love
dude, same here. Man. Listen, this is my therapy every week. You know, hanging out. Yeah. People like, you know, shout out to Rob who watches it. I forget the company owns. I said I would give a shout out. Rob, I'm sorry. Come in this week. I'll send out next week. He's a great dude. Owns a company and asked me to, and he said we can. He was offering promotions from his business too for our show. So shout out to Rob.
Oh, nice.
I forget the name of his business. I'll get it, but damn, see the 420 cannon sweaters kicking, and I had a whole point that I was going to say, and then I forgot. I yip too much.
Oh shit! These things happen.
Oh no. So he was saying fucking. Damn, I don't know what he was saying. That's it's terrible. That's all right. That's what Magic 420 will do to you.
But man, I am so happy that Jeff's getting down to Treehouse, man. Get some good stuff, dude. I haven't had Treehouse in a minute, man. And I thought like I was gonna, usually I share the case with my brother, but he's on his diet. I'm like,
more for you, dude.
Yeah, man. I'm hooked up with Scott. I talked to Scott about doing a trade for Black Stack. So, man, get my hand on some Black Stack. Woo.
Yeah, well, speaking of breweries that put out really good high ABV beers, Black Stack is known for putting out some really good higher ABV beers. I mean, I see you untapping them all the time.
Black Stack's one of my top three, I would say, man. I like Black Stack.
Yeah, they do. Everything you hooked me up with from them is really good. They
do like the Sabro. They do like all these different hops, Galaxy. Are you
a Sabro fan?
I am. Yeah, man, I am. Yeah,
I'm not. And listen, I'm only doing this as beer talk, so it's just I'm not down on anybody else.
Have you had this one yet?
Lawn Games.
That's Sabro.
Oh, the only reason I say I'm not the hugest fan of it is I don't like coconut in my beer. Like I like coconut flavor stuff, just not in my beer. Like some people don't like whatever. Some people don't like vanilla or lactose. I'm not a huge fan of coconut flavor in my beer. I like coconut, but not flavor in my beer. And Sabro, I feel like gives off a big coconut vibe.
It definitely does.
But I would say
like long game doesn't really blow up too much. You know what I mean? It's not that bad. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. We got something in the fridge there, Ricky?
Yeah, decent. I've been tearing after. It's what's in your fridge, motherfucker.
What's in your fridge? There it is.
What's in your fridge?
All right, so you know what I do have? I have a 20th anniversary version of one of our all-time favorites, the one that started the game for us, right there.
Heady Topper.
20th anniversary edition. You know how hard this shit was to get a hold of? See the can is a little different.
Yeah.
So I got that. And the big brewery now, everybody's saying is real hard to get, hard to find. That Brujos. Have you heard of them yet?
Yeah, I heard the Brujos.
I scored 2 of them.
Shit, dude.
And I got some 10th anniversary Berry Green, some 12th anniversry. I got some very good.
You said last show that you were gonna hook Jeff up with the 10th anniversary.
I still have one sitting right here.
Okay,
unless he picked some up this weekend.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, do you want something in return for that or anything?
No. I listen. I'll hook him up with the beer just because he's our buddy. You know what I mean? No, I'm not looking for any kickbacks. I saved an extra. That's why I still have it. I already had like 3 of them. So, and by the way, it's really fucking good. I didn't think you know Very Green's one of my top 3 favorite IPAs ever.
Oh yeah.
This is like a fucking pubic hair little notch better.
Damn, dude.
It's nice.
You get some good goddamn beer, buddy.
Well, that's the the world I'm in. I enjoy it. I look for it. You do too. Yeah, you over there talking about that black stack. That black stack's hard to get, dude. That's good shit.
Oh yeah. I was trying to fucking look up to try to find if I could get a delivery from somewhere, and it ain't happening. My connection, Scott. That's it, man. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, so you're able to get that, and as far as the Midwest goes, they put out some of the best IPAs I've had Midwest, along with Toppling Goliath.
Right.
Yeah. So
Goliath was a Modest or something like
that.
Yeah. The Odd 13. They got some good fucking beers out there, man.
Prairie Artisanals. But they do a lot of stouts.
Yeah, I like Black Stack because they do the heavy hitters, man.
Yeah,
I
see you tapping them. A lot of 10%ers, dude.
Yeah.
So after all the stuff I just named. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was talking to Scott, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm excited, dude. I can't wait to get some beers." I'm like, "Yes, good, awesome. Let me get you some beers. Let me get some Black Stack, dude. Thank you." So how's that, man? How's that going there?
Well, this is actually from The Seed. It's a collab with The Seed in North Park, that brewery I like a lot in San Diego.
Man. Yeah.
So this thing, it's
beauty,
and that's called Empty Worlds.
Nice.
Yeah, this can actually has a little bit of age on it. I had this about 3 weeks, a month ago. It might have been towards the end of one of our shows. It's really fucking good, but I kind of wanted to just get it because I didn't want it to age anymore. I can almost smell just a slight, not much. I'm sure it's held up extremely well. But I mean,
that's fucking remarkable.
And the nose is fantastic. I almost get a little skunk, maybe a little cannabis. That's nice. That's a really good nose. Get a nose on her. That's nice, kid. I mean, that's a nice nose on that beer. I mean, fuck, that's good. I mean, I retract my previous statement saying it's a month old. It's just as good. It's really fucking good. Maybe it easily a little better. But
dude, everything I've heard from The Sea is really good.
Yeah, shout out to Amanda and Sean, dude. A couple, I think maybe both went to Stockton and both worked, I think, at Tuckahoe Brewing together. I don't know their whole fucking love story. I'm not trying to write a book, but they're really cool people. And listen, they do good stuff, man. It's a great story, man, seeing something like that. That's a great fucking story. So, may respect to them. I hope they flourish.
Well, it's good to hear nice breweries in NJ like making that that top level beer. You know what I mean? Like,
well, and DeeTer, I always say that. Now, listen, I'm not a brewer. I mean, I fucked around with me and you, brewed homebrew, and me and you and Scott, and fun like that. But listen, if you can brew beer that's next level, and you have an IPA, people are like, well, I want to be eccentric. Yes, but find a good IPA you brew to keep your lights on. That's what Fuego did. I feel like for Tonewood, they're like, hey, listen, we're going to brew the Fuego to keep the lights on, the bills paid, and then we can be eclectic and brew all kind of different stuff. But you always got to have the one great IPA, and it seems like
you have Fuego, you have double dry hop Fuego, you have Moss Fuego. To say that Tonewood didn't make their money off of the IPA, well, that's just ridiculous.
Well, no, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how I think they got their roots in. I think they hit the scene. I remember when they first hit the scene way back when I'm working. They're like, oh, I'm hearing these talkings of this Tonewood place opening in Oakland, and long story short, bringing in. And I tasted the Fuego. I'm like, wow, dude, like this fucking amazing. Yeah, I probably even back then. You look at my old ratings on top. I probably rate like 4.75 when it's really a 4, but 4.25.
You have to play to your strengths. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. If you got good coffee near you, like Definite Fox, they're gonna put out baller coffee fucking beers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you know how to make an IPA, well, guess what? You're gonna make money off of IPA, man.
Yeah.
Like, I get like you want to try to make a little cheaper beers, like a lager or pilsner and all that, but nobody's gonna line up for your mediocre beer. They're gonna line up for your best beer.
That's a great point. Man. That's a great point, dude. You're right. And you couldn't have said any better. Nobody's lining up for mediocre beer, but great beer will sell itself. Like I always say, listen, I just brought in a beer from Root and Branch, and it's called Trash. You know you're a really good fucking brewer if you can name your beer trash, because guess what? It ain't trash. It's fucking phenomenal. So you got mad brewing skills if you can just call I'm calling my beer trash. Like, okay, better be good.
Here's a problem. Like, you go to your bar, right, and you get Fidens, Jasper, Vegan, and then you get Root and Branch, and you're like, man.
Yeah. And you know what's weird, DeeTer? Had you drank the Root and Branch first,
right? I would love it.
Actually, the one you had wasn't even trash. You had it was I gotta look at your own tab. We just tapped trash 2 days ago, right. And it's even better. But you're right. You should have had it before the Fidens.
Right. Yeah, there's a hierarchy. You know what I mean? Like
that's a great point.
You buy beer, you have to realize, okay, all right, maybe this beer is not as good as this brewery and such. Yeah, you have to
Let me ask you something. Like when I go into a night and I'll look and say, in my head. Now sometimes it goes over. I'll be like, I'll have 3 beers. Maybe 4. In my head quietly, I'll rank which is the worst of the 4, and I'll drink that one first. Not saying it's bad, but in my mind, like if I'm sitting there and I don't want to just start naming names, but you're like, okay, this one's a little better than this one. I'm going to drink this one last.
Yeah. Now my mind, I tried to do that. I tried to drink the lower of the tier, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Sometimes I'm just like, damn it, dude, I've been waiting for this beer all week, man.
I know what you mean.
It's like, well, this beer is the best of the best, and I got 3 of them. I'm gonna fucking barrel through those 3 red.
Turn up, cuz. Fucking A right, dude.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, man. So, sports-wise,
well, I got my Phillies bandana on that Bryce Harper always wears. Looks like a set of titties on my head. So I always take titties on my head. In any walk of life, in any lifetime, in any dimensions we live in, if there's a million me's, that'll always be the case. So I'm rocking the Fanatic headband, Bryce Harper style. My Bryce Harper National League last year when we shit the bet against Arizona, here's a lead-in for you, who we start a series with tomorrow. That's why I did all this. I got a nice little production value there. ESPN, if you're watching, just kidding. They're like, dude, you have said so much bad shit. We could never put you on our show. And you could never run for political office. That's okay. But anywho, I digress. So look, I set this all up. We play Arizona starting tomorrow. Don't think this Phillies team in the back of our head isn't sitting there thinking, we circled this on the fucking schedule, motherfuckers. You broke our hearts. Like, dude, we came back to Philly up 3-2. Only needed 1 game in Philly, and they broke our. You think everybody on that team, watch Phillies go in there this weekend and fucking punch some lights out.
Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, man, you have to. You fucking have
to make a statement. Go make a statement.
Lights out.
And you know what's funny, DeeTer, is unlike past Philadelphia teams, I think they will. Because that's what the character of this team, dude. Like, watch Alec Boehm's going to go, have a 2 home run game. Bryce Harper is going to go up there, Schwarber, fucking. I'm going Sunday.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, awesome. Me and the fams got their Father's Day game because they were on the road during Father's Day. I get a free Phillies hat on Sunday. So, hey, excited. Hey, AARP, baby. I got my benefits. Give me my free hat and get off my lawn and turn down that music.
Awesome, dude. But yeah, man, dude, like it's time to get some fucking, get some backings, man. Fucking put it into it and fucking.
How about fucking 2 nights ago, that comeback win against San Diego? San Diego. Are you kidding me? I'm like, this game encapsulates this Phillies team. I mean, what a fucking great game that was. In, coming up huge, Nicky Cass, who needed a big hit with the game winner. And then even leading up to it, Bryson Stott getting a fucking huge hit. And he get him out of his slump. And Schwarber,
Cass was 4 for 5 out of that game, dude.
Yeah.
Insane, dude.
And he's streaky. He's been cold all year. So listen, if he's been cold for 2.5 months, get ready because he's about to get hot for 2.5 months. People are being annoying, but listen, I always like to say my term is you really are what the back of your baseball card says you are. I mean, I feel like that's always held true. You know what I look at when I see Nick Castellanos back of his baseball card? On average, he's hitting you about 265, hitting you about 26 home runs, and give you about 90 to 95 RBI. That's pretty fucking good. So if he's been cold this whole time, get ready. And guess what? You know who else? Shout out to my boy Whit Merrifield. Get this guy standing up. This guy, we brought him in. He wants to come in here and win a championship. He's a great piece. He's hit like garbage all year. But I'll tell you what, you look at the numbers over the last 7 years in Major League Baseball. He's top 3 of all players, and I'm talking thousands of guys in total hits. It's only a matter of time before he starts his comeuppance get out. If he gets red hot come October, forget about it. You're talking about the big 5 we already have, plus Marsh and fucking what's the name, and then you add this kid. Shit, I'm really stopping this Phillies team. I'm gonna say this.
We're going on a Ricky Rick. We're going on a Ricky Rick. We're going on a Ricky Rick. We're going on a Ricky.
I love it, DeeTer. Good shit, kid. I love you, mofo.
Love you too, brother.
No, but I'm serious. Listen, it's a matter of time before Whit Merrifield gets hot. And already Bryson Stott and Nick Castellanos, 2 of our big dogs in the sled pulling game, have not done nothing all year. You think they're going to do that all year? Nope. It's a matter of time before both of them maybe we saw it 2 nights ago, them just starting to get hot, and maybe, we ride this wave. Because Schwarber's red hot, Mr. June, that dude's hitting the fucking cover off the ball.
Killing it, dude. He's been fucking killing it.
And same with Harper, quietly just won Player of the Month for the month of May and came into June and is doing the same shit. You know what I mean? Oh, shout out to Ranger Suarez. God bless you, kid. I know we took the L yesterday, but Ranger had a great game. Only gave up 1 run. And listen, we won the series. I'm not going to bury this team every time we lose a game. This ain't football. Right. But what was great about that game, that was the first time they finally got visas for his wife and kids from Venezuela. And it's the first time they ever saw him pitch in a major league game.
Al said they shouldn't go to the game. But yeah, it was nice that they were there. Everything.
They're the fucking mush. They're bad luck. Keep them home, Ranger. Enjoy that one. You're watching the rest. You're watching the rest from the couch.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm with you, kid. Fucking A, dude. You guys are bad luck at the game. Just kidding. Shout out. I'm just playing. I know Ranger watches the show. I know he's a big fan of the show. Sorry, Ranger.
Oh, shit, dude. I was like, holy fuck, dude.
That's just funny.
God. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, yikes.
But, yeah. Yep.
So, anywho, so I think the Phillies, I think they had this series circled on their calendars, and it's a big series starting tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. And I hope the Phillies come out and make a statement. I really do. It's not a division game. It's not even really an important game. More just make a statement for, hey, you broke our fucking hearts last year, and now we're on the warpath, and we're on a mission. And we're on a mission. Right. And guess what? You're in the way of this playoff.
Listen, so if you want to be the champion, this is it, man. You gotta fucking make yourself known, dude. Take bodies, dude. Fucking destroy them. Fucking put them out of their fucking path.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of focused Phillies players coming this weekend and say, "Hey, guess what? We got something for you." Yeah, you might have got us last year, but we didn't forget.
Yeah.
That's just a good fucking beer. And I don't even know what the ABV on this is. It's probably 8%. You know, the lighting out here is average. I don't know. I think it's about 8% beer. I can't find the ABV on there, but it seems like an 8% beer.
All right.
Oh, 8.2. Okay, there it is.
There you go. This G is for green. Not too shabby.
Nice.
Not too shabby.
What's that, a Galaxy base?
Yeah, I mean it's other half through and through, man. And I love other half.
I do too.
It's one of my beers I'll never fucking forget, man. I'll never forget waiting in line for that fucking beer, man. I always love it, but I feel like I
waited with you one time in that line. Shout out to you for bringing me up. That was fun.
Yeah, I feel like Treehouse and maybe Fidens, they're putting out a better product. You know what I mean? Like,
but it's all just a matter of taste. Everybody got their own palate. Listen, I'm sure other half is still selling a ton of beer. I feel like my shout out to Raj over Clayton Liquor. I feel like he always has a big steady stock of other half in there, and I feel like it moves. Like I'll go in there, a couple weeks apart, and DeeTer, it's new beers, so they must be moving good amount. That's just a good fucking beer right there. The Seed in North Park collab. Shout out to the Seed. Shout out to North Park. What do you still got on the lawn games from New Trail?
No, I'm on the green.
G is for green. See that? That's from that.
I think Seed has been putting out really good stuff, and I can't wait to try out more of their stuff because everything from the Seed I thought was pretty good, man.
Yeah, I've liked everything I've gotten from them too. I feel like they're becoming like a destination brewery. Like you remember, and listen, when I make this comparison, I'm not saying, but people would make a trek in a hard to find place in Vermont called fucking Hill Farmstead because their beers are
right.
I feel like I think they're only going to get bigger. They're the South Jersey version of Hill Farmstead. They're really eclectic beers, but everything done really well and true to style. I had a brown ale there when I did my review from their brewery, that was fucking next level. It was, and you almost got a nice mix of the English brown ale and American brown ale, and your palate could tell the difference. So for them to be able to play those flavors and then have you be able to tell, that's next level, dude. And listen, that's a dying style that I hope makes a comeback. Brown ales are fucking fantastic.
Well, that's why we do this show. You know what I mean? Like to put out these good beers to the public, man,
and get the names of breweries and other business. Listen, we come out, we shout out businesses and breweries and beers and people. So, listen, there's a podcast for building people up. So, watch it, enjoy it, and I was always saying my beer reviews: be cool, be kind, and let the good vibes. Good vibes only. It's just soda water.
Oh God.
Real quick too, one thing I did want to bring up, I know it's just a small note, probably footnote we might not ever remember on a later show, but I know a lot of what I've been reading lately on the Hockey Wire is Ottawa is heavily contacting the Flyers to make a trade. They want Lawton and they want Konechny bad. And at first I'm like, don't do it. They're my two favorite Flyers, and they are. But wow, I mean, if you're ever going to get a big return on any, right now for players, that would be those two. And I know there's a couple guys on Ottawa that the Flyers have been eyeing up for last year or two, and I know they're looking to move from the 12th pick to the 7th pick, which Ottawa has. So don't be shocked if you see somewhat of a major, not major trade come from the Flyers. And I don't know if I'll be happy about it, because I like Lawton and I like fucking Konechny the most on the team. So
do you think that's like a wise move? Because I feel like
I don't think it's a wise move. I don't know what Danny Brower and Keith Jones are thinking, but the talk of it's getting very heavy, and I hope they don't do it. But
I feel like Yeah, at the end of the season, everybody fucking cut them out short, threw them under the bus. But that was a team that shouldn't even been there, and they got there.
I think what we saw from this past Flyer season is we got a team with a lot of grit and a lot of heart. They don't lay down, toughness wise. But I'll say this too: there's a large contingent of the team. It's a very young team, and I don't know if mentally, they were up for the kind of shit John Tortorella does to a team, and I think it had an effect. I don't want to say the team quit on him late in the season. I don't know if anybody ever blatantly quits, but I think, I don't know. I think when he started playing all those mind games and benching the captain Couturier, who's very popular on that team, I don't know. I think you kind of fucked with their head, and they're a young team. This is a different generation, DeeTer. People don't react to shit the way we used to. Like, sometimes tough love doesn't work as much now.
I said let her roll, man. Let her roll.
I like Tortorella, and I like Peter Laviolette and the Ken Hitchcocks and Mike Keenan's, the stern guys that's going to hold you accountable. But I don't know. That approach seemed to backfire last year, and that was a major. That wasn't a little collapse. That was a major. You were in the playoffs literally for 96.7% of the season. Would you bet in Vegas and say, "Hey, DeeTer, give me your life savings, but we're only give you 3.64%. What? I mean, that's a monumental collapse.
We shouldn't have been there.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I want Tortorella here when Mitch Cobb comes over. I said it. I said what I said.
Yeah, I like the fighting. The fighting, they were a hard team,
of course, I always like the fighting. I just don't know if the guy they have right there controlling the reins is the best fit for these group of guys.
Man. It is the best fit. Hey, man,
I don't know, DeeTer. I don't know, because this past season, that wasn't just they just missed the playoffs. That was a monumental collapse. Listen. In most, he would have been fired for that. Almost, he should have been fired here. I got assholes out. I got these fucking assholes I'm talking to every day, talking shit to me at the bar. Fire Nick Sirianni at the end of the year. Are you kidding me? Right. That guy has been here 3 years, made the playoffs all 3 times, and one of them was the fucking Super Bowl. That if our quarterback doesn't fumble, we probably win. And you want to fire the guy? What are you going to say next guy that's interviewing? Oh, you better win a Super Bowl every year, or you're fired. After we just got done firing Dougie Peterson,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, listen.
Well, that's all I'm saying about Nick
Sirianni. But I'm saying,
what do you want, dude? What do you want? You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be
they want Sirianni fired, but who should have really been fired was Tortorella. That collapse is on him. 100%. That was a mind fuck collapse. That wasn't a lack of talent. That wasn't guys that all of a sudden forgot how to play. That was a team that gave up on him and said, "Fuck you, dude. We put our blood, sweat, and tears on the line for this whole season, and you're gonna bench our fucking captain for a week and play mind games with the whole team." They were like, "Fuck you, dude. Fuck you." And that's what's going to happen when they bring Mitch Cobb over if this guy's still the coach.
Here's my brother, Snowflakes. Yeah,
but Rob, it is what it is, though. But you have to, as a coach, be able to, maybe they are snowflakes. But listen, it's not 1994 anymore.
He's on your side.
30 years later. You got to adjust to the world. There's a time where people are like, they shouldn't be dunking the basketball. So, yeah, I know snowflakes, but that's the era we live in. So you have to be able to mold around it.
Yeah. Stacked him, fired cause they couldn't deal with what he had to say. I guess, dude. I honestly, I think he's right. I think he's right, dude. Listen, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't one of the situations like, they just missed the plus. That was a team that quit on the coach, DeeTer. No matter, they quit on the coach, and they did it for a reason. And listen, I like Tortorella, I like his style, but he's playing an older man's game. That's it. You're not gonna win with that right now. Move him up in the front office. I wish they would have done that before Craig Berube got hired. Who are you going to get, dude? Who are you going to get?
How am I supposed to know the coaching wire, though? I don't know these college coaches in NHL. Yeah. These guys are all from Saskatoon and shit.
I don't know. I feel like, these guys, give it another run. Give it another run, man.
Well,
I feel like they should have been where they were at.
Real quick. So you say give it another run, but what's your reasoning behind it?
They should have been where they were at. You know what I mean? They put it all out there. They're a fighting team. And yeah, I mean, what coach are you going to get that's better?
Well, see, I don't know that. I don't know who's young and in the coaching wire that's like this new innovative mind. I don't follow hockey like I follow football like that. I like hockey. I watch my team close. I have no idea who's there. Listen, it's not going to happen now anyway. He's going to make it in the season. But mark my words, by February, John Tortorella is gone. They're just delaying the inevitable. He's not. Listen, and Mitch Cobb, I wish was coming over this year. I don't think he is, but he's not. Mitch Cobb don't want to come over and play for that dude. He's over there. This kid's a high flyer. He's a goal scorer. You know what fucking Torts is going to do? He's going to bench him for not back checking. And this kid's going to be like, "Fuck you, dude. Send me back to Russia." Seriously, I'm telling you, dude.
He's such an asshole, dude.
It's the truth, dude. I'm telling you.
He's a tough coach, dude. That's what he is.
He's a coach of the past era. It's not here anymore, DeeTer. I would say I agree with all that.
But that's
you have to change with the times.
No. That's what you wanted before the season. You wanted a coach that could put this team together.
I wanted the coach to get my team in the playoffs. And he almost did it, but then he mind-fucked the players on the team.
No,
he did. They quit on him.
You can't have it both ways,
DeeTer. They were in the playoff picture for 97% of the year. That was a team that quit on their coach. They were like, that was their way of saying, we want him fired. Listen, I'll bet you dollars of donuts Tortorella does not make it through this season. I fucking could guarantee it. Is it November he gets fired? Or moved up to the front office? Is it February? But mark my words. You watch, what's today's date? June 20th.
Let's look at the numbers of coaches that have left this organization that have done better.
What kind of literature is that? None of them guys are here right now. I'm talking. John Tortorella's never even led this team to the playoffs, and then he had a team have a monumental collapse on him because he fucked them up. I'm telling you, he's gone by December.
Now,
and I'm to watch.
It'd be a bad move.
And he should be.
Now, that would be a bad move.
All right. Well, we'll see. Just remember what's the day of the show? 5:20. I don't think he makes it through the season. I really don't.
It is 6:20.
Yeah, sorry.
6:20.
6:20. Yeah, I said 5:20. Yeah, 6:20.
Mark the date.
Mark it down. I was also the same guy that 7 weeks ago said that LeBron will be a 76er.
Nah, I ain't having.
No, it's probably not. So I'm saying, don't go out with the fuck I say. I'm just some drunk dude talking shit about sports. I don't get paid by ESPN for this.
Oh shit, man.
Yo, so I got a new brewery. I'm going on beer. Are you on beer 3 yet?
Let's see what we got here. Load it up, get young.
What is it?
Load it up, get young talent. That's what Robert says for the Flyers.
Yeah, he's probably right. I mean, I think that's what they're going to do. I think he's spot on. They're like, listen, we gave Torts his shot. Now let's just build this really young base nucleus for a strong house, and for when Mitch Cobb comes over. And I think that's why you might see him move on from Lawton and Konechny, because right now they both have the highest value on the team. Real quick, and it's probably going to happen. What do you got?
The Sea Seeker by Kate May.
What style is that? Is that power?
Yeah, I think so. Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't. It's hard to see because the lighting in here is not great.
Yeah. It is. I'm pretty sure it's Bell. But this is my Jersey beer. There it is.
Nice. Shout out to Jersey.
Shout out Jersey beer. Yep. Kate May.
Kate May. Dude, listen, by the way, I'm a huge fan of that brewery. Huge fan of Kate May. They consistently put out really good stuff, man.
Not a bad IPA, man. It's pretty good.
You know what I have on tap right now? It's fucking phenomenal. Is the pineapple crushing it? It's really fucking good, and it flies off the tap handles.
But I will say, Heavy Real Pineapple Lovin' is pretty good.
Yeah, but isn't that a sour though? Because I think Pineapple Crushing is an IPA, so it's a different style. I know. Listen, I know the Love and the Sears are good, but I'm pretty sure they're fruited sours. Which is fine.
It's maybe a little bit more in a sour line. And Crushing.
Was it a sour IPA, maybe?
Crushing is like a session fruit.
No, Crushing it's like 8%, dude.
Is it? I thought it was like 6. Okay.
7 or 8.
My bad. My bad, Kit, man.
It's okay. I'm still trying to remember the thing I brought up about the dude that wanted to give a shout out for his business. The whole time I'm racking my, well, I know it was a good show topic, and I forgot. Hey, real quick, too, listen. I'm going on number 3, and it's a Texas brewery.
All right.
Tejas.
Tejas?
Tejas. Gunlam style.
Gunlam
style. This is from Baba Brew House in Texas.
Nice.
Listen, if anybody,
I sent a message to Stoggs and James. I said, hey, man, Ricky said Baba Brew is pretty good, man.
They are really good. And not only them, but you got Musical Box, you got Spindle Tap, you got Shelton, you got Klaus. And I'm pretty, dude, if anybody, like, I know we're all our craft beer nerds, especially us IPA guys, don't sleep on Texas Haze. Texas is putting out some good haze. Get in on it because, and they're as good as a lot of good IPA breweries from around the country. Good. I mean, look at that.
It's a beauty.
You know,
it is a beauty.
And it's called Gangnam Style. So she's a beauty, Clark. I think the ABV is damn, Peter. I'm lighting out here fucking sucks. Listen, this beer is either 8.3 or 7.3. I'm really hoping it's 7.3, but I don't know.
Well,
that's fucking good, dude. That's good, dude. That's Texas Haze, cause that's it's like going around the country. Like, I only like Kansas City barbecue. Nope, there's good barbecue all over. Same with beer, man. Like, you know, I might loathe Dallas Cowboys, so fuck them. But Texas wise, they're putting out some good IPAs right now.
That's pretty good, man. Because like when I was in Texas, man, there was shit, dude. It wasn't good.
Oh, you got Shiner, which is good. It's like their Yingling.
Shiner. What's that? The bicycle one.
Not St. Arnold, no.
Yeah. New bicycle. God damn it.
New Belgium.
New Belgium.
Are they Colorado or Texas?
Well, I think they're out west somewhere because I was drinking at Texas and I was like, oh, that's pretty good, I guess.
They're the ones that changed the recipe on
they did.
What's their go-to? I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know. Yeah, New Belgium, Fat Tire.
Right.
And you know what? I don't know what I think of it because I think I liked both of them. So I tried them both. I think the rep came out. I'm like, dude, they're both pretty good. New Belgium puts out good shit, man. Oh,
I could drink the Voodoo Ranger. I could drink it. It's not bad.
Ranger's good. They got some good variants on it, dude. Yeah. I'll be honest, cause.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, did I tell you? For the first time at my joint, we just tapped Hop Butcher for the World on our tap lines. It's like, damn it, the name Hordo Umbro or something to that effect. It was really good. It's super smooth. Maybe some peacherine in there. And I'm shot in the dark, but I thought it was nice. I'd say 4.35 on Untapped. But Hop Butcher always puts out good stuff. So we just tapped it. So, it's Herbs and Horto is the name of the beer. Just tapped it. So,
you know what I find out about like Hop Butcher of the World is that they distribute their cans to a lot of bars and such. Like you can get Hop Butcher of the World at the Mile. You get it at
Red Hen.
Red Hen.
Yeah,
and I think that's fucking awesome.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
I can bring cans into my joint too. I only choose not to because I want to focus on the draft game. Because as far as like singularity sales, like or bottle or cans wise, I never ever there's a problem with those sales. They kind of move on their own. But my whole goal was, I always felt like draft beer was better. You know what I mean? Like I love Friedens. I love Friedens, and I had the vegan before I had on tap, and I feel like on tap it was a little better, even if it's like a 0.3 better. I mean, it's just as a beer nerd, you pick it up.
Yeah. So I'm at the Red Hen, and
shout out to Andrew Core, the kid that runs that. Kid, man, respect. Yeah, respect talent, recognize talent.
He's got Conclave on tap.
Yeah, he's like, on point, kid.
He's like, yo, brother, did you see the beers I have on cans? I'm like, yeah. Okay, they're good, man, but you got Conclave on tap, dude.
Yeah, like, his beer game on his can and tablet is probably best in South Jersey. I mean, seriously, shout out to Andrew, dude. That is fucking next level, kid. And consistently good. I mean, he consistently changed it. There's nothing hanging too long. See, that's a problem in my joint where I have a problem. I only get really half kegs. Once in a while, I get a sixtel, but I usually get half, so it takes more time to run through it to get to the next thing.
Well, even with the mile, the mile will get like other half or equilibrium cans, and they're like fucking insane amount of money. You know what I mean?
Yikes.
Where you could drink Icarus or Kane or something like that. And me being a New Jersey craft beer guy, yeah, man, I'll drink the New Jersey craft beer other than paying twice as much for a can of Equilibrium or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. It's cool to get that. And I respect you, Ricky, because
right back at you, kid. Listen, we drank the good shit because we like the good shit, and we support New Jersey. Me and you are big New Jersey supporters. We always have been. You know what I mean?
Get it on tap, dude. Get it on tap. That's the only place you can get it. If you get a good beer on tap, get it on tap. You know what I mean?
But that's what's cool. Every craft beer place around here that's really, they all got their own kind of thing. Like I always say, I think Andrew's got the best list beer wise in South Jersey. And shout out to him. And listen, and I feel like the Miles got a really, really good one. I think Poorhouse does well. I know Reunion Hall is newish, but I saw they got the Fidens on. So there's some good. Back in the day, you couldn't get great beer at a lot of craft beer bars in South Jersey, but now there's a few spots where you can get around and find good craft beer. Because listen, I've drank 8 million Keystone Lights or Milwaukee's Best of my life, but we're at the point now where it's like, I don't want to just drink beer. I'm going to taste beer. You know what I mean? Like I take a sip of this fucking beer, my palate's going insane. You know what I mean? Back in the day, me and you were out in 94 doing shots at Rumpelmans and drinking light beer all day. You know what I mean? I wasn't drinking the beer for the taste. I was just like, how many can I drink?
Jameson and Coors Lights, man. You know what I mean? Like,
a lot of Jameson in our day, kid. You know what's funny too is now I don't like Jameson. Listen, I don't drink liquor anymore. I only drink beer. But like, I went through a long phase where I drank a lot of Jameson. Now it's just like, nah, I'm good.
Well,
like,
here's
like, even now, if I don't drink whiskey,
like,
it's probably going to be bourbon. You know what I mean?
Right. But here's the funny thing is like, back in the day, you would do a shot in a beer. You know what I mean? That was it.
Boilermaker.
You know what I mean? Like nowadays, it's like I'm gonna get a craft beer of high ABV, or I'm just gonna drink a light beer. There's no it's very rare that you get a shot in a beer at a bar.
Yeah,
like
because you're not gonna get an 8.5% double IPA and then a shot with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, it's like, all right, give me a Budweiser and a shot of fucking house fucking tequila.
Like, if you're sitting at a bar and taking shots in the beer, people are looking at you like a fucking madman. Like, who
now, but back in the day, that was a regularity.
Right. Exactly, man. That was it, man. A shot of tequila, maybe a Corona.
Or whatever. A shot of just gin, tequila, vodka, rum.
Right.
You know, whatever you were drinking. Some kind of whiskey.
That's how it was done, man. That was it, man.
That was back in the day. But now, though, and no offense to them or that generation, back then that was drinking to get drunk because that stuff tasted like fucking garbage. And now it's like we drink beer because we like the taste of it. You know what I mean? Like I like tasting all the different hops and whatever type of wheat or are they heavily oating it? Is there milk sugar in there? It's like now it's like it's almost like a wine connoisseur. It's
Well, the amount of different beers that you get is insane.
Like all of us, though. You too, and same with Al, and same with Jeff. I mean, we're all drinking tons of good shit.
So, yeah, man, it's a different world. You know what I mean? Like where we
There's
start.
No doubt about that, DeeTer.
Yeah,
and
I'm not drinking Keystone Light anymore. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not, but I miss it sometimes. I like Keystone Light, and I know it's only Coors Light cans that got dinged up.
Yeah.
But for some reason, because of the blue box, it tasted better. I miss Keystone Light too. I'm going to go buy some Keystone Light soon. I'm going to a cover band. You should come with me. A bunch of on my birthday. Jimmy Buffett cover. Dude, I'm bringing some Delta 9, some good beers. I'm going to bring some Keystone Light. Dude.
Hell yeah.
All of us, dude. Anybody watching, go to it. It's going to be fun. Jimmy Buffett, it was the man, dude. Laid back music to a T.
Ah, yeah, that's fucking
Listen,
awesome. Life
flies by, whether you're having fun or not. So the choice is yours.
Nicely said, brother. Nicely said.
That's marijuana logic.
Yeah, that works.
No, I know, but some of my best logic is marijuana logic. You going on beer number 4, Killer?
Well, I'm on the Cape May Seeker.
Yeah. Oh, so what's the ABV on that one?
Oh, it's pretty high.
Is it? DeeTer, I didn't even want to drink a lot of high beers tonight. This is how it happens. I'm all proud of myself. I'm like, yo, I got a Weka to start the show, 7%. And then I go, it's like 8.3, 8.2. Like, fuck.
Let's see. I think the Seeker, right?
It's easy for you to say.
No, that's a tongue twister.
I know. I was being facetious.
Let's see. It's 8%.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what you deserve, kid.
Yeah. I don't do this. I don't do this lighthearted. You know what I mean? There's no lighthearted.
Nor should you. We've earned the right to be here doing these fucking bangers on a Thursday night. You know what I mean? It's about everyday life, dealing with it and getting by. This is a reward, kid. Don't ever feel bad about the beers you're drinking on this show. This is God's pass. So go ahead. This is your hall pass. Drink as much as you want. Like, so, DeeTer, some nights, right now, I'm on my third kind of double IPA.
Right.
In about an hour, right? Usually, if I drink 3 double IPAs, it's like 4 hours, 3.5, 3 hours or whatever. But for some reason, during this show, the beers drink easy, man. And, it's just, that's God's hall pass for us. He's like, dude, you got fun on your fucking podcast.
Well, yeah. I mean, we talk sports, we talk craft beer, and
we talk shit.
It was so cool.
We talk pussy. We talk nipples.
Yeah.
We talk hellas.
Well,
I'm joking. Everybody, it's a family show, so be careful what you say.
It was really neat today. Like before the show even started, I was talking about like people that like craft beer, and I talked about liking our show and shit. And it's like, well, Christ, yeah. I mean, I find this like kind of easy.
It's my favorite time of the week, dude. It's the most fucking cathartic thing I do. This is my weekly therapy.
Right.
I'm not paying $300 to a therapist, dude. I'm like, you go to therapy? Yeah, I talk to my buddy I grew up with for an hour a week while we drink beer and smoke weed. I mean, fuck, life is simple. Let's keep it simple.
But here we talk about good beer and good places, good
Word
food
up,
and shit. Like, Yeah. I mean, we're not the prettiest of people, but yeah, I mean, we talk
Speak
about
for
good
yourself.
beer.
I feel pretty sexy tonight. I got my headband on and looks like nipples on my forehead. That should be my next tattoo, dude. I get nipples right on my forehead. I can take them wherever I go.
I love this
Patty,
show. And I
titties.
love doing it.
It's always
and I
about
love
titties,
promoting-
DeeTer. Titties.
I love promoting any good fucking
Titties.
beer around.
Titties. Yo, why didn't you read any commercials tonight?
Shit. Yeah, well, it's.
You want to do it now?
late again.
I got some Billie Jean rocking in the background. That's a good song when
Holy
you're high
crap.
every time.
We're like at 120. All right. I got it. Let's see where we at now. Let's see.
Oh shit!
No, let's promote the promoters that
Cigars.
yeah.
Hookers and Blow, I know, is a big company down Atlantic City. So you might want to promote them. Shout out to my boy Jay Ingraham. Yeah, shout out to Cat.
Bubby, big game. It's an energy drink there.
Nice.
And then get yourself some cigars at Puff, Sip, Chat. Big game. There you go.
What? This kid is crazy.
That's how it's done, son. Yep.
That's how it gets done, kid.
Yep.
You suspect. Joking. I'm joking. That's from fucking Goodwill Hunting. I watched it the other day. Remember Ben Affleck's character when he's in there deliberating with the lawyer? He's like, suspect. Just Boston people.
You like apples?
How you like them apples? Dude, Boston has ruled the world. I don't know if you noticed it. Like, quietly has ruled the world for the last, 25 years. I hope that becomes Philly sometime soon. I hope we're the next in line. It was New York for a while, then Boston came in. Get that into Philly.
Such a great time. And on that note, hey, thank you all for joining this show. Always a pleasure. I can't imagine, just so good.
Great
Everybody
show.
out there, have a good night. All right.
Peace, kid.